Hi everybody! Well, here we are, ready to read the story of Naughty Nigel. So let's get started. Naughty Nigel thought he could do anything he wanted. Whenever he was asked to do something he hated, he would pretend not to hear properly. Then he would do just what he wanted instead. His parents thought he was trying to be good. It was just that his ears didn't work very well. They had the best head doctor in the world, and he couldn't find anything wrong with Nigel's ears. Do you think there was anything wrong with Nigel's ears? I don't think there was anything wrong, do you? This is the sort of thing that Nigel did. On Monday, his father asked him to wash the dishes. "Yes, Dad," said Nigel. Away he went, and nobody saw him again until the evening. When Nigel came into the kitchen to give the cat its supper, his father asked about the dishes. "Oh," said Nigel, "I thought you said wash the fishes." "That's what I've done. They weren't very dirty." Oh, Nigel. Father felt rather sorry for Nigel and his ears that didn't work properly. Do you think we should feel sorry for Nigel? What do you think? On Tuesday, Nigel had to go to the dentist, who wanted to make a hole in his teeth and then fill it again. "Get your hat," said Mother, who was going to see him to the bus. After 2 hours searching, she found Nigel in an upstairs corner with his paints. Mother was cross, because it was too late for the dentist, and she shouted at Nigel. "I'm sorry, Mum," he said. "I thought you said paint the cat." Mother felt very sorry for Nigel and his sleepy ears. I don't think we should. Nigel was naughty on Wednesday and Thursday and Friday too. It was a lovely week, according to Nigel. When asked to dust the stairs, he went to the zoo to bust the bears. Well, they were too big to bust, so he teased them terribly instead. He had lots of fun doing all of his favourite bad things. All the time, the grown-ups said how sorry they felt because of his ears, and they gave him little presents. Do you think Nigel deserved presents? I'm not sure I do. On Saturday, Nigel went to play in the woods. His parents had told him, "Be home by 7. Thought Nigel. I think I heard them say 11. Uh-oh. So Nigel stayed out dreadfully late. So late that he began to doze under a tree. Then strange things began to happen. The trees about him seemed to move and change colour. Strange animals popped out of the ground, and Nigel didn't know if he was awake or asleep. A strange little man came skipping along the path. The little man seemed friendly enough, and he spoke in a little voice. "Hello, welcome to Nightland. This is where dreams come true, and I'm in charge." He peeped into a tiny red book. "You're Nigel, yes? What would you like? Magic? Money? Wildest dreams?" The little man seemed to be in a frightful hurry, and his words tumbled out. Nigel was so surprised he couldn't think of a single wish. The little man hopped from foot to foot. "Hurry, hurry, boy, I haven't got all night." Still, it was a chance too good to miss, and Nigel blurted out the first thing that came into his head. "I wish, I had, a golden rose." There was a puff of striped smoke, and something happened. Nigel had a huge golden nose. It was so huge he could see it without a mirror, and it was extremely heavy. The little man listened to Nigel's wails. "Oh, I'm sorry," he murmured. "I thought you said a golden nose." "Never mind, you may have that wish again." This time Nigel knew exactly what to ask for. "I wish my nose was the way it was before." "Granted," said the little man. Nigel touched his nose. It was still long and glossy. Then he noticed his feet. "What have you done?" he shrieked. "I wanted my nose to be the way it was before." The little man frowned. "I'm so sorry," he said. "I thought you said you wanted your toes to cover more of the floor." "Never mind, you can have that wish again." Nigel stared at his monstrous feet over his golden nose and said carefully, "I wish my feet were just an ordinary pair." What could go wrong this time? Nigel watched his feet, and to his horror, they began to turn brown and hairy. "What's happening?" he sobbed. "All I wanted was an ordinary pair of feet." "Pair?" smiled the little man. "Sorry, I thought you said bear." "Never mind, you can have that wish again." "Huh, not likely," gasped Nigel through his tears. "Things are getting worse and worse." Sobbing into his soggy brown fur, he fled blindly into the Nightland forest. Nigel stumbled on, not noticing the way that Nightland changed into all the ordinary dayland he was used to. Dawn was just breaking as he arrived home. As quiet as a mouse, he crept into bed. He felt uncomfortable because his pajamas didn't fit. Tucking his horrid golden nose under the blankets, he tried to sleep. All he could think about was what his friends would say when he went to school. How they would laugh at a bear with big feet and a long golden nose. Next morning, Nigel rushed to the mirror to find that he was his old ordinary self again. He was so happy he spent the day doing not so very naughty things. In the afternoon, his father came into the garden where Nigel was playing circuses with the cat. "Would you go to the orchard and collect some logs?" said Father. Nigel had a wonderfully, gloriously interesting, naughty idea. He could pretend he thought his father said, "Collect dogs." Then he would fill the garden with dogs for his circus. "Yes, Dad," said Nigel. Oh, that poor cat. But Nigel didn't collect dogs. He collected the logs. He remembered his dream, and he didn't want to be mixed up with misunderstandings ever again. Was it a dream? Seemed awfully real at the time. What do you think? Was he dreaming? Or was it real? So, I think Nigel learnt his lesson when he was pretending not to hear very well, just to get him out of doing things he didn't want to do. But he learnt his lesson when other people started not listening to him. Now, we're going to have a go at playing a game to see just how good your listening is. So if you get yourselves ready with your legs crossed, your hands on your knees, we'll be ready to start. So we're going to play a game. In a moment, I'm going to make a sound with a chime. And I want you to keep your eyes closed and really listen carefully until you can't hear it anymore. And when you can't hear it anymore, I just want you to take your hands from your knees and place them in your lap. We're going to have a go a couple of times to see if we can become real superstar listeners, just like our superhero on the board. So I listen with my ears, I'm quiet, I'm still. These all help me to do the best listening I can. Here we go. So closing our eyes. Wait for the chime. Keep your eyes closed until you can't hear the chime anymore. Here we go. Well done. That went on for quite a long time, didn't it? Okay, let's try again because I think we can probably improve even more. Remember, keep your eyes shut until you can't hear it at all anymore. Grown-ups can have a go at doing this as well. So back into our sitting position, hands on our knees, eyes closed. Here comes the chime. Well done! That was even better that time. Should we do it one last time just to see if we can be absolute superpower superstar listeners? Here we go. So sitting up straight, hands on our knees, eyes closed. Last time. Well done. Now you can practice your superpower listening all the time, not just when we're doing sessions together. Show your teacher for the rest of this afternoon what superstar listeners you can be. And I'll see you next time for another story. Bye.